Alright, as promised, I'm here with what looks like the ultimate episode of Bastion. So, let's dive into it, because it says there's no turning back. Alright, let's go.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away. But he'll be all right.
Why are they so small now? It's weird.
The Calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all.
Oh, yeah.
No chance anything survives. Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home.
Alright, so this is a dead end. Alright. This might have been a good choice for weapons. Just looking
You
good.
know why Zolf went back there. The place was his home.
Oops. Ow.
All his old friends and family were there.
Ow.
Taken by the Calamity.
That's not good.
Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting.
Alright. Nothing there, okay.
You know what's funny? Zolf's waiting.
There he goes.
All of us are waiting for a kid.
Ow. Alright, well, still left one potion back here in case I need it. Well, let's go back
Look
and get that
around.
potion.
There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right? Who's left? But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this.
You're my daughter.
There's something I want you to understand.
We're gonna murder every single person in your village. It's basically genocide, so...
When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. disease the Earth planted here will go away.
Alright, I'll get all these little things I left behind. Alright.
Zealandia will be whole again.
Now. Alright. What's left here?
Everything will be back to normal. Everyone will be alright.
So it says you. Alright. Well, I haven't been using my blade very much, but
Problem is, we'll all be gone.
alright. Zolf has the
No,
shot.
we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop.
Alright.
Things will go back to the way they used to be.
Level 6.
This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. The way things were before this story. Good times, right? You follow me?
Alright. I can help now. That's scary. I like rolling. I use it a lot.
You'll be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way. All of life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at them.
Now. So the Bastion's just gonna like reset the whole world? Is that the idea? Oh man, I don't like not being able to dodge, but I guess it's effectively about the same, but it's just frustrating. I've gotten so used to dodging everywhere. Whoa. Oh, come on! I was just gonna use a tonic.
No
Whoa,
mistakes.
Goodness gracious. Oh, alright, well, let's get moving then. Whoa.
Anyone you've ever heard.
Let's just keep going, huh?
Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree?
Uh-oh.
Well, I guess there's nothing more to say.
So I am the old man, and I'm trying to rewind time.
Who am I kidding?
Alright, now where to?
Look. There's something else. A confession.
I'm you, you are me, we are all together. Oh, sorry.
How come I know so much about the Bastion? Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it.
Oh, man. I'm supposed to get over there. Jump this one?
So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing?
And the answer...
The answer is,
Not a good
I don't know.
Alright, well, you've instilled me with tons of confidence. I'm sure this will all go flawlessly and there will be no problems.
You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's all right. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us. Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
Alright.
The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go.
Alright. That's weird. Okay.
Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking.
confused. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, right trigger for Colossus Smash. Alright.
If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from here.
Alright. I mean, I could probably loot some more, but I'm just curious at this point to see how far I can get, how quickly. Hey, how slow I have to go with this. Alright, so its auxiliary function is an arc.
You know Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you?
So far, so good. Anything up here? Doesn't look like it. Just in case, let's destroy everything. Yeah, I'm just so slow with this weapon.
Zolf and the Ura. All they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Zealandia. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency, though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid. For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter. For sure, the Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
Or Zolf. Alright, so I can either move on, abandon Zolf's body and press forward with the battering ram. Zolf's situation is hopeless and this distraction. His plan to avenge the Ura only brought more suffering. All that matters is a safe return to the Shard. Take Zolf, abandon the battering ram, and pick up Zolf's body instead. Zolf is badly injured but breathing. It appears his countrymen turned on him and their situation grew desperate. He nearly destroyed the Bastion, and yet... Well, let's do this, because I don't really care about this battering ram.
I can see it now. The kid in one corner, and Zolf in the other. Ain't much of a fight. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright.
I'm even slower with Zolf than I was with the battering ram.
You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
Tell me that I was gonna get stuck holding Zelf the whole time.
Your star, you left it burning for me.
What? I'm so confused.
Mother, I'm here.
What?
Eyes open wide. Feel your heart and it's glowing. I'm welcome home.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now. He reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days? Hey, kid. Get up, kid.
Bambi, get up. You must get up, Bambi.
Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. Can't believe you brought him back again. Bet you had to do more than say please this time. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see.
It's my man cave. I built a secret man cave under the Bastion while you were fighting on the
Welcome
enemies.
to the heart of the Bastion.
Oh, I was right.
I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions.
All right. I have several questions.
I made it. So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes.
What?
If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zolf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
All right.
Hey, kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
I'm a little confused, but, you know, alright. So I can either restore, or I can evacuate. Issue the Bastion's evacuation caution. This process will cause irreparable damage to the core receptacles, disabling the restoration progress. This process will restore a previous world state and is irreversible. Use only as directed. I don't know. I mean, everybody was just fighting before. If I restore it, it just goes back to a giant civil war. So let's evacuate with the people that are left and move forward from where we're at now. Otherwise, we're just stuck in infinite loop. It seems like.
Mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself. But instead, you want to stay in a world like this.
Sure, why not?
I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea of carrying on with you here. We can't go back no more, but I suppose we could go wherever we please. And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look on their faces.
There were tons of Uru left. What are you talking
When
about?
we dock this thing right on that doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
So I'm not the old man. I thought for sure that Rux was like the older version of myself. Interesting. Alright. Well, that was a very interesting game. I enjoyed it. I don't know. That's interesting. I wish that there had been a little bit more clarity around some of the things of the plot. Maybe it's just that I didn't listen closely, and so I missed pieces of it. I don't know. It's hard to know, I guess. But it certainly seemed like a beautiful game. It was well done. It was intriguing. Yeah, I highly recommend it. So, come October 1st, Clipper, Frosty, and I are going to review this game. That's when we get together. We don't talk about it before then, but we get together on that day and review it. And that is our podcast. So join us for that. And then for October, we've decided that the game of the month is going to be Mass Effect 2. So we already played the first one. Clipper didn't love it, but the rest of us did. And so we're going to play the second one, and I'm really excited for it. So if you have a copy of Mass Effect 2, play it. If not, watch it for sale, because it goes on sale frequently. So, as always, I've been listening to see you. Thank you so much for